Monica Srivastava has shared with us one of the excuses that people often come up with. She says, my mind is unsettled and not able to focus because of worries of my children. Yes, thank you for sharing, Monica. This is one of the main excuses people have. I'm too active. My mind is restless. My mind is always moving. If you ask me to do meditation, to be still, to do prayer, these things are not for me. I'm a very active person. I'm a very energetic person. I'm a person who can't just sit down and do nothing. Therefore, I don't think so spirituality is for me, at least not for me at this stage in my life. Lucky for you, Monica, and lucky for all of those of us that have this excuse that Krishna directly answers in the 6th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna talks all about the active mind that each one of us are battling with. Krishna says to Arjuna, Chanchalam himana Krishna pramati balavadridam tasyaham nigraham manye vayur iva sudushkaram. Arjuna looks at Krishna and says, Chanchalam himana Krishna. Krishna, my mind is always flickering. Pramati balavadridam. It's obstinate, stubborn, and very, very strong. Tasyaham nigraham manye. Krishna, to subdue my mind, to make it become still. Vayuriva sudushkaram. Krishna, I think you're asking me to do something which is more difficult than controlling the wind. An active, restless, constantly energetic mind and body is something that every single person is battling with. One cannot say, I'm too active and therefore I cannot meditate. One cannot say, when my energy, activeness, and restlessness comes down, then I'll meditate. It's as crazy as saying, when I become cured of my disease, then I'll go to the hospital. When I fulfill the demands of my stomach, then I'll go to the restaurant. Once I've got all of the knowledge I require, then I'll read the book. No, this doesn't make any logical sense whatsoever. The reason you go to the hospital is to get better. The reason you go to the restaurant is so that you can fill yourself up. And so the reason why you read books is so that you can become knowledgeable. And therefore, the reason why you meditate is so that you can find some peace, some stillness, and some genuine contemplation and reflection in your life, for this is absolutely necessary. So sometimes if someone comes to me and says, I'm too active, restless, and my life's so chaotic that I can't meditate even for 10 minutes, then I look at them and I say, then for you, you have to meditate for 20 minutes. Because this is absolutely necessary. Krishna is not saying our life shouldn't be active. Krishna is not saying our navigation through this world shouldn't be full of energy. That's all fine. But Krishna says you must also take some time to control your own mind. Therefore, when an archer shoots an arrow, the whole idea is to hit the target as quick and as powerfully as possible. It's all about activity. But what does the archer first do? First, the archer pulls back the arrow. Because when you pull back the arrow, then you can generate more power. You can adjust your aim, and you can release the arrow at the right time. So by all means, be active in the world. But by taking time to retreat and meditate, you actually end up being more powerful, more effective, and you make more impact in the world. And therefore, when Arjuna says to Krishna that, I think it's impossible, I can't control the mind, more difficult than to control the wind, Krishna replies and gives the solution, Asamsaya mahabaho manodurni graham chalam abhyasena tu konteya vairagyena chagriyate. Asamsaya mahabaho, undoubtedly Arjuna, what you are saying is true. Mano durni graham chalam, to control the mind is difficult. Abhyasena tu konteya vairagyena chagriyate. But if you do two things, you can control your mind. First thing is vairagya, detachment. Don't take your mind so seriously. Sometimes learn to ignore your mind, and by doing this, you quieten the mind. And second thing, abhyas, do spiritual practice, because by that you can remold the mind. So yes, Krishna says, the mind is crazy, the mind is active, the mind is restless, but you must control it. And you do it by quieting the mind, and then by remolding the mind. And in this way, you will be able to focus. You will be able to generate real, deep, spiritual energy in your life. However, it is a discipline, and it requires discipline.